Hey, how's it going? I am the Sanguiem, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. So last episode, we were able to get our buckets, our beautiful, shiny bucket, out of here. They escaped using the escape room. So now, we're gonna go this way. Trust the completionist instinct. Why wouldn't they just tell us something would happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless, to be honest. Yeah. Oh no! 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 The broom closet! I had so many things left to tell you.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Okay, I feel calmer.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Now here's the thing. Fireplace. I wonder. Yes!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlurines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
I saw the word Figly earlier.
What encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
But Stanlurine, I like Stanlurine, if I'm going to be honest. Stanlurine is clearly the superior option.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that
of
what
course.
You wanted? Control?
Control.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
Oh, really?
You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Okay.
Detonation then, let's say
maybe that
2 minutes.
Maybe that wasn't a good idea.
It's a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Yeah, we got a minute,
until
45
the
seconds.
goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Well, the lore.
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no
3 attempts
idea where
remaining.
you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you.
Maybe.
Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Oh, there's no way.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking.
Not accessible.
You're
3
only still
attempts,
playing
it
instead
said.
of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge.
2.
It's a tragedy. You
Oh,
wanted
boy.
to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first.
Goodbye,
so
Employee 427. Wow.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30
I'm struggling.
seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's
Maybe
all
if I hit the off button.
all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable
boy.
life from the moment
Off.
we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
I don't think it worked. That was dramatic.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The replacement. There's a replacement bucket. There's a replacement bucket. Who'd have thunk?
And try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
Oh, well. What can I say? You know, I'm kind of tempted to throw it in the thing again. You know what? Hold on. Let me look at something. Huh? Hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted the game. A lot of people don't take this seriously and just leave the clock set at 12 o'clock and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. Oh, that's how I know you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the correct time you're setting is correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct one. You've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Wow. I got an achievement called Welcome Back. Alright. Here's what I'm gonna do. Let's see. Well, how do I... Oh my god! I just looked into it! There are no console commands in the Ultra Deluxe edition, which means I can't go to the serious room. Oh my god! That's what I was trying to do.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
Oh, wow.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yes, I did. And you know what? I kind of want to see about the, what happens when me and the bucket try to take over the facility. Stairs. Something to do with stairs.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet.
Okay.
Simply because I have no remaining sticker. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Stairs!
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figlureanlurines. Very soon,
Figlureanlurines.
and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figlureanlurines.
You can't?
None of us can.
Wow. That's pretty incredible. You know, I'd like to thank the bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I'm still not over the fact that this bucket is supposedly a very
The lights
malicious
rose
force.
on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
We do wonder.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
It's all fine. How come I'm the one reassuring the bucket? You'd think the bucket would reassure me. I'm the one has this realization.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
No!
Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
No!
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
I don't know.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Ugh! How dare this facility!
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it.
Not to the
Own life
bucket!
in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Only the bucket.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
No!
Stanley gasped.
The
in
bucket
horror.
did it!
Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
Oh my god,
How
the
could the
bucket!
have betrayed him like this?
It betrayed me!
Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
What?
Birds. Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
What the hell?
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
Oh.
The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery.
Oh, that's
Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken,
look at that one.
This one was surely the best.
Owls!
And Stanley was happy.
I know, I'm happy. Look at all these little avians. Dude, is that a spoonbill? Uh-oh. Hey, I wasn't done! Wow. Such difference.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, now unfortunately, we cannot bring the bucket where we are going next. We can't. We just can't.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Stanley walked through the white door.
And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly.
The Stiggly Wiggly.
Stanley, this is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
A job well done.
I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but
You
that
would.
would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And
We're all
now
done
we can
here.
go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Yes. Let's go back. Let's go back to what we were doing. We can close that, by the way. Alright, let's go through the red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
I'm feeling pretty happy myself. Look at this. Look at all these orbs. Look at them all. Look, more orbs. Whoa, the colors. Look at the colors. But what's this way?
No, wait. Where are you going?
What? I mean, this is a nice looking room, but... Curiosity.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Oh, really? Well... I mean...
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Wow, that was... You went from, oh, God, no, to very matter of fact.
No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You
Oh,
had me
slower.
worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Okay. Let's check it out. Let's see what kind of colors we got.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where
Now
we
red.
can both be happy. We really can. If we
Pink.
stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Yeah, but what kind of life is that?
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Stanley.
No. No, what are you doing, Stan? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Nothing. There's no door here. You know what? Put a door there. Put a door there. Give us another decision.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
No, I'm just gonna continue.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
You are not, but you are welcome to read it however which way you wish.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. but I guess that was too much to ask.
Yeah, right. You want us to
you
get
wanted
along.
to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
This is my choice. I am choosing to do this.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
It's going to restart.
I'm going back.
We're here again.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those
What?
figures.
What
I
about
haven't
them?
stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
I did go out of the way to get
to the
them.
brim with inner richness?
Huh.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one
Okay.
more time.
Okay. All right. Now remembering, when Stanley found the collectibles, you gotta... Okay, alright, let's go in and remember the collectibles. The book is gone. There was a book there. Well, whatever.
Here's where it all began.
The collectible.
The first collectible.
Yes.
Back then we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
7 out of 6. What does it mean? What does it mean? Is that the executive bathroom?
And here was a second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom.
Wow.
You did that, Stanley.
It
I'll be
remembered.
honest. Back then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
What was the next one I found?
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
I believe it was the warehouse. I believe it was the warehouse.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here in the warehouse. It was the third one. You picked it
Yes.
up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Ooh.
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
What the hell? No, I'm pretty sure the 4th one I found was in the boss's office. The fireplace. Oh, that was strange. And then there's
This
the
was
stairwell.
The 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was under the stairs. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Video. What's down there? Wow! Mini stand number 5! Whoa, look at it! There it is! Yeah! You found it under the stairs! Thanks for watching.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but
I
it was
imagine.
8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Wow. And then the final one I found at the choice.
And
Kind
then,
of fitting.
Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figly and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Can I just say how impressive this is? I could have picked up those figurines in any order. And the way the narrator is speaking, like, just... This is impressive. A lot of time went into this gag, so to speak. I'm in the present.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone.
Oh. We just end it. Cool.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen.
Oh,
Isn't there
I've
some way we can
unloaded.
stay here, keep enjoying these figurines. Let's just go backwards. We'll do
The
the Memory
past?
Zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Oh. It feels like we're going into the past.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the Memory Zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going, I want more.
Of course.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
I do remember the video.
Yes, I love that video.
I love that video. Ah, yes, I remember that video.
Still
And
don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
a solid room. There's an apple here, just like in Hello Neighbor.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Ah, yes, the executive
This
bathroom.
was our second Figly. Don't you remember? Yes,
I do remember.
remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the Figlureans. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Oh, I don't know. Looks like the exit. There it is. A Stanley collectible. Still spinning.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of
The
it now.
jump circle,
Look
where
how
it
much
all
fun the
began.
past is. I want more memories.
More memories. Let's go find more memories.
Oh yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that?
The two
classic
doors.
memory, this one.
There's always two doors. Of course.
And before everything else, there was your office.
Yeah.
Is there
What?
anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
I don't think so.
There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
No.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different.
You were
I
different.
used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I
Stanley
needed to
was
imagine
invented.
I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction.
I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it.
But that would
I'll be
destroy
stronger
me.
this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
Oh.
I did enjoy telling this story so very much.
My story's gonna be
Here we
over.
go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.